A home appraisal may not be top of mind when you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance a home, but maybe it should be. An appraisal determines for the seller, the buyer, and the lender how much a home is worth. The purpose is to protect the buyer and the lender from paying too much. A home appraisal isn't the most glamorous part of buying or selling a home, but it is a key step. I'm Dana Sapir with Compass Manhattan, and today I'll be talking about everything you need to know about home appraisals. Let's begin with what a home appraisal is. When you have your home appraised, a professional visits the property and inspects both inside and out. The goal is to come up with an estimated market value for a particular property based on its characteristics, the market condition. They look at the size, the condition, the location, the view, and compare it with the neighborhood comps. Appraisers seek to determine the fair market value that a typically motivated buyer would pay for a home. After a visual inspection, the appraiser creates a report and explains how the value of the home was determined and what the estimated market value is. Although the value is ultimately the opinion of the appraiser, it is meant to be an unbiased expert assessment. If you are planning to sell your home, getting an appraisal can help choose the appropriate listing price that will attract a qualified buyer. But many times the appraisal relies on the information he or she receives from the agent selling the property. So the most typical appraisal takes place during the mortgage approval process. The lender will order an appraisal to ensure that the home value is in line with what the buyer is planning to pay for it. And since the property serves as the loan collateral, the lender wants to make sure that the buyer is not overborrowing. What happens if the property appraised below the contract price? So if the property is not appraised at the contract price, then the bank will not lend as much as you are going to need. In this case, there are two options. Either the buyer and the seller renegotiate the price, meaning who will cover the difference between the appraised value and the contract price, or the buyer has the option to back out of the deal. This is why it's so important to obtain financing contingency if you know you need to take a mortgage and cannot afford to pay down payment larger than a certain percentage. Even though it is the lender that requires an appraiser, the borrower is usually the one who pays for it. And generally, a home appraisal costs around $500 in New York City. And factors that affect the cost includes the size of the home, the condition, the location, how detailed the report needs to be, and more. Above a certain contract price, most lenders could ask for two different appraisals to make sure the value is accurate. Ultimately, the goal is to determine what sales price a buyer and seller would agree on at a given time. And this process takes usually about a week, and this depends on the time and the complexity of the report. Did you know that your real estate agent can affect the home appraisal? So home appraisal are independent professionals who do their best to come up with an objective property value based on data. And that means that other interested parties, such as real estate agents, should not have influence over the results. But many real estate agents can actually assist the appraisal process by providing them detailed knowledge of the property. If you are selling your home, your agent will meet the appraiser to go over recent home improvements and other pertinent details. The agent can also point out the appraisal towards the comps in the surrounding area, as well as the contract price. So that is it about appraisal. Don't forget to ask questions if you have in the comment section. And if you haven't done it already, subscribe to my YouTube channel today.